Hello and welcome back to the Climbing Influencer Olympics, the most exciting event since Paris, and the athletes are ready to go once again in the second of our events. In case you missed it, last month we held the first ever Climbing Influencer Olympics. Influencers coming together from all over the world to compete for gold in bouldering, sport climbing and, of course, speed climbing. But now we've got something a little different for you. 2 additional events, rope coiling and blind stick clipping. My name is Matt Groom. It's a pleasure to be calling all of the action for you tonight. Now, of course, we're hoping to get these events into LA 2028. This is more of a test event, but frankly, if the IFSC don't choose it, they are fools, because they are excellent new additions. The athletes have been training hard for this moment, qualifying for a series of grueling influencer tests, and the Pink Pony Club in pink is going to be against the Beta Bandits in black. And as you can see from these pictures, the athletes psyched and excited to be here. Kimmy and Arena, the first 2. And then Andy and Thomas, allegedly friends, but enemies, out on the wall. Isabel and Bo, the man with the incredible hair and trad gear, of course. And Anna, our hero. And Dom, who's had a lot of attention on social media recently. And here we go. The athletes are blindfolded and they're guided to the clip by their teammate. It's harder than it seems. 5 minutes on the clock. And trust me, things are about to get tense in the gym. So Pink Pony Club is up first. Thomas as their stick clipper. And remember, 5 minutes on the clock. Sounds like a lot. It isn't in practice.
And then I'll be the
He's
timer.
never stick clipped before, and
Okay. So
Beginner's luck.
beginner's luck.
the fastest
Great communication skills.
the fastest team wins, but I am putting a 5-minute time limit.
Okay.
We'll do it in 2
Okay.
minutes.
We'll do it in 40 seconds.
40
Okay.
seconds.
Set, go.
Take 2 seconds.
So here we go. The time starts ticking down, and it's a tricky start. The athletes aren't allowed to clip the rope into the clip stick to start with, and therefore they've got to find it. And Thomas opting for the knees approach, and he's found the rope pretty quickly, 13 seconds. But now what's he doing? He's made the loop straight away, but he seems to be fiddling with the mechanism itself, and of course getting some expert guidance here, but it does seem to be struggling. A bit of a fiddle, going for the thumb method, wrapping the hands over the top, but he just can't work out exactly how that loop fits into the stick itself. It looks like he has got it in now, twiddling the long end of the rope, and now gone for the wrap around. That's a mistake early on with 44 seconds on the clock, and it seems like there's confusion between the teams. Neither athlete knows how to do it, which could be a huge problem. And of course we're coming up to the 1 minute mark now. They've got to move. No action at all so far. It does seem to be looped through though, and he starts to extend it. That's 2 extensions done, and he locks it off with the thumb. Quick work from him. But of course the quick draw way above his head. Towards the wall now. Careful. Oh, he's bumped the wall. That is an error. Huge mistake early on. But of course now he knows where the wall is, I suppose. So possibly a tactic. I'd ask my co-commentator, but there isn't one. There is the quick draw hanging above on the wall. A great camera angle here to show just how tricky it is, and it's swinging, but cleverly using the clip stick to stop the momentum of the draw.
Lower.
And it looks like he has got the loop over, just needs to pull, but no, bit of a slip. A reset, 2 minutes 40 on the clock, more than half the time gone now. Micro adjustments being made, and 2 sight guides now, which I'm not sure how many cooks ruin the broth, if you know what I mean.
To the right.
Thomas blindfolded heavily, can't see a thing. It's pure instinct. 3 minutes 50 on the clock now. And he's close. Look at that angle. Wonderful. There's the loop. We know what he needs to be done. He's bumped it once. He's below it now, bumped it twice, and time is going to run out. No, a fail early on in this competition. Such a shame, but tense there at the end. I don't know about you watching at home, but I'm sweating here in the commentary box. So, up next is the Beta Bandits. No clip for the Pink Pony Club, leaving the door wide open. And now, a word from one of our sponsors. It's time for 2 Stones.
Introducing 2 Stones, the hangboard. That's better. Headed to the park to play at the playground, which by the way is a totally normal adult thing to do, but still want to get those finger gains in? Introducing the 2 Stones portable hangboard. It's strong, it's durable, and it's easy to set up just about anywhere. There are a variety of hold sizes from 15 to 24 millimeters with varying pocket sizes for 1, 2, 3, or 4 fingers. The wood makes the edges nice and ergonomic for the fingers and skin, and obviously it brings joy to any boring, regular old park session. I've recently been working on my one arms, so I was pleased to see that the middle jug lets you do one arm training while keeping balance. I also had the recent discovery that my lower core could use some love, so it's nice to practice front levers on the bigger edges. And of course, some relay baton handoff training. Experts agree that this is the ideal way to train. Professionals understand that playground hangboarding is how you get to the next level. You can find the 2 Stones portable wooden hangboard on Amazon. I'll leave the link and more information in the description below.
Well, thank you to 2 Stones for sponsoring this event. I'm sure our athletes will be training hard on those portable hangboards, so I might pick one up myself. Okay, next up, Andy, for the Beta Bandits. 5 minutes back on the clock, of course. Got to get that rope through the carabiner, and it's so tricky, even when you can actually see the thing. Infinitely more difficult when you can't. And Bo helping out the other team here. That just shows how wonderful this event is. Athletes helping each other, although they might regret it later on. The rope is ready, the athletes are going, the clock starts, and here we go. Feeling around on the floor now. Immediately hits the first coil, but he's got to get the right part of the rope. Picks it, and now he begins this looping process that we before, extending that rope out. And he seems confident here. Clearly very capable. He's fed it through nicely, no hesitations, finger heavily strapped there. We hope that doesn't affect the rope feeding itself. He's looped it under. He's got a nice loop. He's done the wraparound. 26 seconds on the clock. Incredible stuff here. And he's ready to extend already as we hit the 31-second mark. Up goes the clip stick. And I'm impressed by how calm he is right now. Full focused. And now he starts this reach up. We saw a couple of bangs on the wall before, and again, he's stuck underneath that green volume, proving a real sticking point for the athletes, literally. Up it goes. Very still, focused, edging his way. 2 inches short. We've all been there, right?
I don't know where the loop is.
And now that loop, very, very close. This could be successful. He has got time. He's bumped it with the rope, little adjustments. It's stuck now between the rope and the clip stick itself. Surely he can feel that through the stick, but no, he's dropped it down, and the quick draw's swinging. 30 seconds on the clock. I'm just not sure he's got time to finish this thing off. It started so well, but 5 seconds left. He's nowhere near. He just needs to go for the quick panic clip. We know how hard it is on this, and no, the clock ticks down, and that is a disappointment, not only for the athletes, but I will be honest, for the event itself. We would have liked to have perhaps seen just a little bit more action. The IOC and the IFSC might take note of that, but no clip for either team. We'll move on, but what a tricky event. Now, of course, a quick re-intro to Anna, whose YouTube channel this is, and thank you so much for the invite for doing this again. I have received no money so far for this, but I'm sure the check is in the post. Now, Anna, let's introduce our next guest, shall we?
Thank you, Matt. I've invited stick clipping expert Mary Eden, also known as Trad Princess on Instagram, for an expert analysis. Thank you for being here, Mary.
Thank you, Anna. I am definitely an expert at stick clipping because of my many years of crack and trad climbing.
That's right. Let's get right into it.
For Mary's analysis, I will be participating in the blind stick clipping event.
All right, so I see you have a stick clip in hand. No, it's not my favorite type of stick clip, but we'll accept it. All right, we're making the little loops. Let's see if those loops are big enough. Ooh, looks nice. Oh, I like the leveling technique, a good cuppage. You like that? That was good cuppage. Now you're blindly reaching towards the sky. Oh, no. Really far away from that draw. I will say, I don't think you do your best work in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're completely missing the bean. It's hard to find the bean, It takes a lot of practice. Oh, you're getting close. Nice. Good job. Oh, yeah, I think a girthier rope would have helped you get that bean in there a little easier. Yeah, that rope is a bit limp there, but you're getting it. You're getting it in. Yeah. Oh, it's impressive that you've managed to get such a big bean in such a small hole at that point. It looks unbelievably difficult. I would say I could definitely do better than that. I really feel like there's a lot of promise here. There's a lot of variables we could experiment with. The girthness of the rope, the size of the bean, the type of stick clip used. There's a lot of things that we could play around with here to refine this sport before we submit it. But You know, I would love to see more from maybe different athletes in the field.
Thank you so much. That was really valuable, Mary. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Anna. Well, welcome back to the Influencer Olympics and our second event of the day, or the evening, depending on where you're watching for. We've had blind stick clipping, and we are desperately hoping it's going to be seen at the next Olympics. I've got all of my fingers crossed and some of my toes as well. And right, here we go, rope coiling. 2 teams going head-to-head, and a couple of rules for you who are a little new to this sport, perhaps. The rope must have at least 4 coils and survive the infamous drop test. Anna up first for the Beta Bandits, looking cool as she always does. And then the Trad King Bo in action again, helmet on, sun is out, although it is bright in the gym. I'm not sure about the choice of either athlete in terms of sunglasses.
May your coils be loose. And your shoulders tired.
Well, we're underway, both athletes quickly grabbing the rope, and it seems like some different techniques here. Anna just going for a messy speed style. Bo a little bit more controlled. We know how much of a trad expert this man is, and maybe using some of that experience, but Anna really picking up the pace here. But of course, fatigue can kick in. You've got to pace yourself in this event. With just 18 seconds go, there's a lot of rope already around these athletes' shoulders as they flick and turn and twist. Anna going frantically, maybe starting to slow down a little bit and getting messier. That's a shot of the rope to see how much we've got left. Bo still calm, cool and collective, but now starting to get just a little bit messy as he picks up the speed. And Anna, I can't believe she's got the shoulders for this. She's still going. She's got the ropes done, now needs to do the wraparound coils at the end. Bo, meanwhile, has a rope trapped over his head, fiddles around with that, gets it adjusted. He is behind at the moment as we come up to 50 seconds on the clock. Bo starts the wraparound. Anna looks good. Surely this is hers. Well, she's starting to panic maybe just a little bit here. Perhaps fatigue's starting to kick in from those early shoulder big moves, and Bo is back in this. Look at this. He's wrapped it around at least 3 times. Has the twist in. Encouragement from both teams, Beta Bandits and Pink Pony Club. Who can get it done? 1 minute 14. I can't believe that Bo has come back from so far behind. He's made a bit of an adjustment. Anna maybe choking, and yes, Bo does finish quicker. What happened to Anna in the dying moments of that competition? Bo holds it up, abs on show, and the audience going wild here in the stadium. They've just witnessed something truly special. What a moment. Forget my fingers sweating. I'm full body sweats here. But of course, the rope drop test to come, which could undo even the best of coils. So here we go. Breathe deeply, everyone. Both drops. Both ropes hit the ground. Let's see a slow-mo of that. A bit of a bounce. The orange rope did look like it in coil just a little bit. It's held up for the audience to see and drop down again. Both look together, to be fair. The judges are going to have to make a decision on this, and of course appeals might come through after the broadcast finishes.
Okay, I see that the blue rope is coiled okay. The orange rope is coiled horribly. It should be disqualified. It shows a complete lack of control. I really wonder what the judges are going to say about that.
Well, there we go. Let's hear the winners.
Winner is...
Well, it's up to you. You have to decide. Leave a comment down below and tell us what you think of these new events. Should blind stick clipping and rope coiling be included in the Olympics? Me, personally, I definitely think they should.